Hey guys, my name is Lacey Ferreira, and I just wanted to hop on real quick just to give a quick tutorial on how to import a vacation package into Travefy. So basically, this is for people that use Travefy, or if anybody's interested in using Travefy to make an itinerary or a proposal for their client. This is just a faster way than manually copying and pasting and entering all that information in here. Travefy is very similar to Travel Joy. I don't know if they have the same feature, but I know Travefy does. So I'm just showing you real quick how to do it. I am using Vax for this example, but you can use any supplier that allows you to email the itinerary. So you don't have to just use Vax, but we're just using that for demonstration purposes. So I created a quick trip here to Cancun. I have my flights, I have my flights, hotel, I have shared transportation, all of that. So that's all in here. I am going to email the itinerary. So every vendor or supplier is going to have it in a different spot. This is just Vax specifically. So you'll have to check each vendor how you can email it, but this is for Vax. And I'm going to go into Travefy. This is what your trip screen looks like. I have the filter selected here that says no date because I didn't want my clients' trips to show on here because it has their contact information in here, and I didn't want to show that to the public. So I filtered this, but normally on your trips page, you have all of your trips will show up here. You'll be able to see that. You can check your contacts list up here. You can set up tasks right here if you need to set if you need to set a reminder for yourself to check your clients into a flight, or deposit reminders, or really anything like that. You can set up tasks here, and you have your profile. This is by no means going to be a Travefy tutorial, but just throwing all that little bit of information for you. But again, this is your trips page. So what we're going to do is we are going to select new trip, and we're going to do proposal. It works either way, whether you click itinerary or proposal. I do proposal until they approve it. And once they approve it, it automatically turns into an itinerary. So it just pretty much sets it in stone, I guess. I don't really know most of the differences between the two. They both look the same. This is what a blank trip looks like. So there's no information, there's no dates, names, nothing. So what you'll do is you'll select new event. And if you're manually entering it, you can do that. And you can select any of these to manually enter, but we are going to do it where we can import it. So we're not going to type the property name. We're not going to do any of that. We are going to have Vex send all of the information for us. So it says you can send booking confirmation emails to this, and it gives you an email. And this is different for every single trip you make. It's specific to that specific trip. So you'll want to make sure that you copy that, which I copied it twice. And you're going to go back to your vendor specs, and you're going to paste it in there. And then you're going to email it. And then I'm just going to wait for it to give me the okay. Perfect. It went through. This will take a little bit longer than normal because I am screen sharing and recording. So, but it normally only takes a couple minutes for the trip to populate here. While we are waiting, I can give you a quick overview of what is involved with this. So this is basically your cover. You can name it whatever you want. So Jane Vacation, however you want to do it. You can set a start date, which you shouldn't have to when you're importing the trip in here, but you can. The price, you could do a description here that's going to show up at the top above their proposal. So it can be your terms and conditions. It can be really anything you want to put in your description above that you usually do, or you don't have to put anything in there, but that is an option. And you can change your cover photo. So they're going to Cancun. So I'm going to just type in Cancun. And you can change it to anything you want. All right, there's a beach that looks pretty. It just kind of personalizes it for them up at the top, so they'll see that. If you, like I said, you can manually enter things. If you want to enter flights, you can, the flight numbers and all of that, but we don't have to do that when we're importing. What's nice about Travefy is it tracks the flights for you once you have it in here, and it notifies you of any flight delays, changes, gate changes, anything like that, and it will tell you. If your clients turn on notifications, it will also notify them. And I have noticed just so far with using this, it actually notifies me faster than the airline does. So Travefy is pretty on top of it with that. Um, you can put information and documents in this tab. You know, if you have plane tickets or tour tickets or really anything you want to put in there, you can. You can move this in front wherever. It's very intuitive. You can, move the information and documents tab wherever you want. Same with, you can switch days if you need to. You can add new days if you want. Let's say you imported a proposal from Vax and you need to add another day, or whatever, for whatever reason, you can put new days in here. You can do, oops, I clicked the wrong thing. Let's delete that. Sorry, guys. With your day, you can do all of this. You can even put cruises. You can import cruises from the cruise lines as well. Bookings, tours, Viator, all of that stuff. Viator, I have not figured out how to email that. So there may be an option to do it. I just haven't really checked out Viator yet. But so far it's worked really well for any of our suppliers that I can email things to. So it uploads right here. As you can see, it didn't take that long. Sometimes I will say, when you're doing this, it goes in order of events. So if it knows the check-in time, let's say their check-in time is, I don't know, 11 a.m. and your flight gets in at 11 p.m. Sometimes it automatically will put the hotel first just because it tries to put it in the order of events. So occasionally you might have to move this up and down because they're not going to be checking in at that time because their flight comes in later. So just a heads up, sometimes it does that because it puts everything in order and it knows automatically what time the check-in is. So sometimes you may have to just drag that into a different location if their flight's coming in really late. So just wanted to throw that out here. In this case, it didn't. The flight is arriving before the check-in time. So the flight comes in. It will show you everything, the day, the airport, airline, flight numbers, all of that. Shows you the price, shows when it comes, shows in what hotel you're going to be checking in. There's obviously nothing scheduled for these days, August 4th through 9th. So, and I did not put this date in, it did it automatically. And then it brings you to August 10th. It shows you the checkout and the flight home. So it imports all of that. If you want to get a little more detailed with this, you certainly can. So for instance, if you don't want just this and you want to put a description, which I feel most people want to put a description in there, it's super easy to do. You just go to wherever you're at. So for this instance, we're going to Vax, and you can do whatever information you want. So you can, just for an example, you can just do a little, description. You can do anything. You can copy any of this if you want. You can do the hotel details. You can click the amenities tabs, and it's super easy. So this stuff you might have to copy and paste, but the overall itinerary and everything, it will just pre-populate. But anything that you want to make it specific for them to see, you can. You can put in the check-in times. It automatically tells you what type of room type it is, which is really nice. Pictures are so easy to add. You click on multimedia and you do not have to save a picture. You don't have to download. You don't have to screenshot. You don't have to do anything. You can literally just go here, any picture you want. We'll just do this for an example. Right click, copy. So I didn't have to save. I don't have to download it. I don't have to put it in a particular folder, which takes forever. You can literally just right click and copy. And then there's a copy option here and you just paste it. It's such a time saver. It really is, when you're saving photos and putting them in a folder, screenshotting, cropping them, all of that, it takes so much time. This time you do not have to do that. They have a copy feature here, which is really, really nice. And you can just paste it right in and then you just save it. And then that's it. That's essentially it, guys. As far as importing it, it's very easy. It will save you a lot of time, so you don't have to type in anything. I did want to show you real quick this little city guide feature. So wherever they're going, Now, not every city on the planet is going to be in here, but a lot of really popular locations will be. So this place, they're going to Cancun. It's a very popular location. You can find a city guide. It's a really cool feature. You can do the whole guide up here, or if you want to pick apart and only send them certain things like the city, what to do, dining, cafes, shopping. I mean, it gives you so much information. You can pick it apart. For example purposes, what I am going to do is I'm going to drag this information and documents underneath my itinerary and not put it at the top so it doesn't bog them down. I want them to actually see what their schedule and their itinerary is first. And if they want to scroll down at the bottom and explore the city guide, they can, but that way they don't have to go through the whole city guide just to see. So I typically do it at the bottom. That's just my personal preference. So if you select that, it will automatically go in here. And it's really nice. It's a really cool feature. It gives you a little bit of information about Cancun, what you can do and see. It even gives you links that you can click on for activities, um, dining, locations nearby, just something that they can explore to learn about the location. It's all in here. And like I said, I usually put that at the bottom because I don't want to bog them down. And not every single city is going to have one, but it's a nice perk if it does. There's also this discussion tab here. So you can type a message to your client here and they will receive it. They can type back directly into the trip if they want. So that's about that. You can preview it before you send it if you want to see what it will look like when the client looks at it. So it'll show up here. It has your contact information all the way at the top. I have my logo in here. And this is what they'll see, how it says approved proposal, and they can approve it if they like it. It breaks it. It gives a general overview on this side. So if they want to click on each day, this one doesn't have a lot of information because we only have the flights and the hotels in here, but it will show right there. It has your nice cover photo. I didn't put anything in that description that I was talking about up here, but if you do, it will show up above the itinerary. And this was what they will see. Very organized. It gives them all the information they need. We only selected one picture, but you can do more than that. Tells them when to check out, what day. Same with the flights. And then here is their city guide. So it looks really, really nice. They can do that. And that is about it. So if you have any questions, my name is Lacey Ferreira. Again, feel free to message me. I am more than happy to help if you need anything. I suppose I can show you how to send it to your clients. It's super easy. You can just email it. You just type in their email and it will send it directly to them. You can do a personal custom message, hi, Jane, attached is your vacation proposal, whatever it is you want to type, let me know your thoughts, anything like that. And it will send an email directly to them. So again, that's about it. If you need anything, let me know. My name's Lacey. Feel free to message me. All right. Have a great day, guys.